Alright, what's up, guys? So, I got a video request from Hooper, and he wants me to talk about why are people so hateful towards loners or those who simply don't want to interact because they see humans for the toxic and corrupt species they are. I guess from what I think, I feel like people are hateful towards loners, for example, is because they can't figure them out. They're doing their own thing, and they're not followers. They're not trying to impress. They're not trying to fit in. They're not trying to conform with social norms or what society expects them to do in this life. They're doing their own thing, and they're enjoying their life, being a loner, and people see that and they don't like that for some reason. And I think it's because people feel intimidated by the loners. People feel like they feel like like they're weird or something. They're like an outcast, right? And yeah, I guess they are an outcast to society, but thing is they choose to. They don't want to be part of it, and people get mad when like a loner is not conforming because maybe it's like unusual to them, because people that conform want a certain belonging. They want to belong somewhere, and loners don't care. Like a loner and someone that is lonely is different. Like someone that is lonely doesn't choose to be alone and doesn't embrace it and wants to actually belong, actually wants to be part of something. A loner does its own thing. A loner doesn't have someone depend on to tell them what to do, And maybe that's what it is. Maybe these people out there can't tell these loners what to do, and they start hating that, Because you can't stop them, And they're enjoying what they're doing by themselves, and people just get weirded out by it. People should just mind the loner's business. If you want to conform, like I said before, go ahead, Don't force it onto others. And if you're doing it towards loners, like, why? Just focus on yourself, Yeah, people that don't want to interact. Yeah, I guess people get mad at that because maybe they're being rude, and maybe they just don't care if the person just doesn't want to talk, but they want to pester them, they want to bother them all the time, Yeah, it's just I guess people just get weirded out by that because it's unusual to them, like I said before. Yeah, like people that are loners or like outsiders don't want to interact with toxic people, so they don't want to be around them. They rather isolate. They rather do their own thing without someone holding their hand all the time, They rather be self-reliant. They don't want to depend on others all the time. They don't want to hear someone talk too much constantly, because people that talk a lot can be annoying, And people don't seem to respect when someone's quiet, I guess, because I guess when someone that doesn't want to interact with others all the time, they tend to be more quiet, and I guess some people are just afraid of silence. Maybe people just can't stand that. Like maybe they're just too extroverted and they don't seem to respect someone that tends to be quiet, you know? They don't respect that. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, humans are a corrupt species. I'll agree. I mean, there's decent people out there, but I feel like a lot of people are trying to see you at your downfall. There's a lot of people that are extremely jealous of you and hateful. And there's people out there that want to force their beliefs onto you, right? And there's people out there that are psychopaths that do what am I saying? Sadistic shit to others, you know? And maybe that's why there's people out there that rather be loners, you know? Maybe there's people that are loners and they used to hang out with people and they just been effed over in the past and they decided to like become loners because they don't want to risk hanging out with new people, and they could potentially be just as worse as their bad experience with these so-called friends, you know? So yeah, that's why a lot of people that are loners tend to be rather just be alone, you know? I mean, there's loners out there that have real friends, right? But I think that's what's good about being a loner. Like you don't feel like you have to fit in. Like you know who's a real friend to you, right? And you respect that person. You don't have to be in a clique or group, right? So yeah. I mean, I guess being a loner is the minority. Not interacting with people is the minority because humans are social creatures, and we tend to try to talk to people all the time, you know? So, yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else with this one. I mean, there's different types of loners. Like there's loners that do things solo. They kind of act extroverted too. They talk to people that they would want to talk to, and like then there's loners that are more introverted. They prefer to talk to people within their own company, you know. Or there's loners out there that just prefer solitude a lot more, and they talk to people once in a while, right? So there's like different types of loners, and I guess people become loners for different reasons too. So I think that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys with another one.